Are women taking more responsibility when it comes to financial decisions within the home? I think all of us have seen a shift in the dynamic because it looks like if we look at the era of the 70s, the 60s, and beyond then, there were a lot more decisions that were made by the men in the married home about financial decisions, probably because they were the main breadwinner of the home. But look at us in 2025, much has changed. And a big part of it is women getting educated, women getting more high-flying jobs, and the shift has created a lot more balance and a lot more equality when it comes to opportunities that come in the workplace. And even though there's still some irregularities and imbalances with regards to the representation of women in the workplace, there are a lot more women who are participating in the workplace, and that has shifted the dynamics of the family home. The question now is, are women playing a bigger part in making decisions within the home, especially regarding finances? And I think this is a mixed bag of answers, but just to cut it short and to summarize it, I believe that there is still quite a lot that men are making in terms of decisions within the home, because when it comes to longer term decisions, things that have to do with a 15-20 year plan regarding the family, pensions, financial instruments, investments, and things along those lines, you'll find that a lot more men are still making those kinds of decisions, probably because of the knowledge quotient and the exposure to some of these things. They're a little bit intimidating to quite a number of people, including men, but women are involved in the day-to-day decisions regarding the family, in the day-to-day, month-to-month decisions regarding finances. But there is a bigger confidence coming in, especially with the millennial women, with regards to making decisions about finances. The empowerment that women have now regarding knowledge, regarding the way to do things, and regarding this education that they have, has made them much more confident to make more sound decisions about the short, medium, and long-term planning of the family. And for men, this can potentially be a very positive step, or it can be something that creates a lot of negativity within the family home. Why do I say this? You find a lot of men have become intimidated by women having a lot more empowerment financially, because once a woman has money, we know what happens within the home. There is a need for us to share the responsibilities equally, especially when it comes to domestic things. This is the kind of situation where you see often, a man probably is staying at home and the wife is going to work. And then when the wife comes home, the man still expects the wife to come in and do the cooking, do the cleaning, make sure that they take care of the children. And it just doesn't make sense. I know that a lot of men are very traditional and they still believe that this is how things should be. But I think times have changed. And with the change of the times, we all need to embrace revised roles and revised structures when it comes to responsibilities within the home. Because if your wife is contributing equally, or if not more, than what you're bringing to the home, you should be able to adjust some of your responsibilities to make sure you accommodate her schedule, her workload, and things that she is doing, and vice versa. If the man is doing quite a lot in terms of bringing in the bacon, there is a need for the wife to adjust all these requirements that are there within the home, so that each of you don't burn each other out with regards to additional work that is put in on top of going to work and doing certain things. But what happens now is that a lot of men who are traditional and who probably feel that the women should be at home and they shouldn't be at work start fighting or creating situations where they're probably even trying to prevent these women from being empowered, trying to prevent them from being educated or furthering their education, because of that fear and that intimidation that they would come in and try and take over some of those decisions. And I would say to all the men and all the women out there that, look, with all these changes that are taking place, let's just take a step back and just go back to the Word of God. Yes, it is a traditional word, and it is a word that has always put the woman submitting to the man, but the dynamics are still around love, and respect. And we should all love each other and respect each other enough to accommodate each other in a way that is kind, so that at the end of the day, even if the wife is bringing in a lot more money, you should be able to just make sure that the dynamics within the home don't have bullying, they don't have intimidation, they don't have narcissism, they don't have that level of control. Controlling another person because you're bringing in the money is not the agape love that we should be looking for as married couples. And I think we should all take a step back and embrace this new change. And for the ladies, I would say, don't let this new money and this new power and this new ability to be able to take care of your home get to your head to the point where you fail to respect your husband, you fail to make sure that you speak to them with love and respect, and then you start just controlling and abusing people who are in the home just because you are now officially the new breadwinner or the person that earns more than what the husband is earning. This is a balance, and I will tell you that every home is different, every wife is different, and every husband is different. And it's important that we just keep using the Word of God as our guiding principle, so that as much as we have these dynamics changing on a monthly, yearly, every decade, every century, we will still maintain that the balance of the family home, the marriage, is maintained in such a way that there's always love and there's always respect in the way we treat each other and in the way we do things. But this is something that is real. It's something that's in front of us. We should all embrace it. And to the ladies, let's keep the momentum with regards to our prayer life. And for the guys, let's keep our priestly role in terms of guiding our wives and our children in the way that they should go. And then all will be well with us.